This is a data set of influencers on Instagram. It's taken from, I think, 2017, so it's a little old, but it is the 100 most influential people on Instagram. We can see the number of followers they have in millions. And then the engagement rate is the number of responses or likes that that person gets per follower. So it's divided by the number of followers. We have their name, their category, and like a breakdown of them. So given this, we have a couple of things that we could do. Obviously, we can click here. Under editing, we can go to sort. Right, so I just went to sort. I'm going to go ahead and add a filter. That gives me these little down thingies. I can hit that arrow, and I'll say sort ascending, and it has reorganized everything based on engagement rate. So out of the top 100, Snoop Dogg actually has the lowest engagement rate. Dolce & Gabbana has a very low engagement rate. Interesting that Dolce & Gabbana and Gucci, which are similar fashion brands, have similar engagement rates. And I'll switch this now. We can look at the people with the most, the highest engagement rate. So Harry Styles, One Direction, apparently, people like that band. A lot of engagement there. Actually, these top 4 are all musicians. Lots of engagement there. All right. Let's say we want to find out what is the average engagement rate for these top 100 people. To get the average, what you do is add up all the values and then divide it by the number of values that you have. So if I wanted to do that, I could do equal sign and sum. That allows me to select a group. I click here and hit Shift Control down arrow. It will highlight everything. So that has given me the total, the addition of all of these values. I know there are 100 of them, so I can do equal sign again. I'll take that and divide it by 100. And that gives me the average engagement rate for this group. Obviously, the engagement rate here in these top 100 accounts is different than my Instagram account, but it lets us know that on average, people in the top 100 have an engagement rate of 2.3%. All right. So we can do the same thing if we do equals and we just type out the word average. Then Excel will do this for us. I'm going to click here. Again, I'm holding down Shift, Command down on a Mac. It's selected. You can see all of these dotted lines. It's selected everything in this column. And it gives us the answer. So really handy. Same thing, a little step easier. So for mean, we can do equals average, and then we'll say like A1, so it's A1 to A100. Be like that whole row. Don't need these little things right here. So that's what the code we type into Excel. And where A1 and A100 are your listings. So now what if we wanted to know the median one? What's the median engagement rate? So to do that, I'll sort ascending again. There are 100 of them. So we could look over here on the numbers and count up till we get to 50. So It's either this or this. That would be our median, the middle number. That's okay if we have 100 things, but if you have 1,000 or 1,000,000, you don't want to have to put them in order. It's a lot of work. So we have a command we can do for that. Say equals, type in the word median, shift command down arrow, and it found it for us. The median is 1.65. So to get the median, equals median A1 to 100. Cool. Now, if we want to calculate the mode, which is the number that appears most frequently, what do you think we would do? We do the same thing, same approach. To equals, type in mode. Select this group of data. Right, and we get it. You can see these numbers right here. It appears 3 times. Mode. For Excel, you can either do these as capitals or lowercase. It doesn't matter. So you can type in this command as uppercase or lowercase. All right. Now sometimes we need to know the count. In this example, we know there's 100, but when we have a lot more things where we're just getting a fresh data set, it's useful to know. So we can do equals count. The count is the number of observations. And we get the answer 100. So count equals count. Right, that's the number of observations, the number of things in that column. Very good. And the final thing we can do here is the standard deviation. So that's going to be equals stdev for standard deviation. And we get 2.8. Deviation equals stdev A1 100. Right, so it's real straightforward. It's the word that we're looking for in every case except here, the average. In this class, we'll talk about the mean. Excel uses the word average. So very quickly, we're able to come up with those values. Now you'll notice that we had to create this kind of scratch column over here. And what we'll do next is look at using pivot tables for calculating the same thing in a little bit of a cleaner way.